Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a reading today on, I'm not exactly sure. I just felt guided to tap into some energies for those of you that are experiencing challenges. Maybe it's due to a heartache or a separation with another person, or just confusion on where you're at on your spiritual path or just life purpose, life mission, etc. So just take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that does not. The orgonite we're using here today is called the Divine Feminine Rising, created by Michelle from Wing & Bell. And all these decks, I will let you guys know what they are as I tap into each one. Everything will be down below. So we're gonna go into Aqua Moonlight Tarot's The Sacred Self Oracle deck. What's the first thing that Spirit wants us to know today? It says, heal and balance your heart chakra at this time. So this just confirms here that there is something going on with the heart chakra. So if you're resonating with this, you may have some just heavy heart things going on. It says, if you are experiencing challenges in love, know that the connections that are no longer meant to be in your life are falling away. Trust this. So this is definitely a hard thing to accept, you know? People that are meant to be in our lives will be in our lives. People that are no longer meant to be a part of our path or our journey will fall away. So this is about doing releasing. This is about, you know, trying to find ways to let go instead of continuing to hold on to a situation that either didn't work out or is not working out for a particular reason. I know it's easy to say, not easy to do, but Spirit's saying that we need to do some heart chakra healing or clearing at this time, okay? So the one thing that I will say, let's just say you're having a hard time letting go of someone. So these are some things not to do. Don't look at their social media. Don't listen to music that reminds you of this person. Don't talk about this person, you know, 24/7 with anybody who will listen. Really try to take steps away from or towards clearing this person out of your energy field. Now, you're not pretending that just by stop talking about them or thinking about them that it's going to go away. No, you're allowing yourself to just kind of make those positive shifts towards independence, cutting that cord little by little with this person. It's a process. It doesn't just happen overnight. We can't just snap our fingers, say a couple of words, and this person is gone. The healing doesn't work like that. But if some of you guys work with guides or angels, or maybe a particular healer or a support group or some kind of system that you use for clearing, we're being asked to really tap into that and do that instead of focusing on this person or continuing to stay attached or trying to reach back out to this person. So I feel like this is a letting go, it's a releasing, it's time, it's falling away for a reason. That's it. So let's now go ahead and go into my Twin Flame Journey Oracle. We have pride and ego. Yeah, of course, that's the one thing that is going to keep us hanging on. Some of you guys might also be dealing with someone who, you know, when you let them go, let's just say they broke things off with you, or maybe you did break things off with them. They might try to return back into your life. And it could just be that this person is very much in their pride and their ego. They're not in their heart center. You might have a lot of love and a lot of feelings for this person, but maybe it's not quite reciprocated. That's not for everybody, but that's for some. Also, too, be getting in your pride and ego, you may want to lash out. You may want to give this person a piece of your mind. And of course, if that's what you feel like you need to do in order to cleanse and heal this, then, you know, I definitely recommend following your own inner guidance at that time. But I feel like for the majority of you, it's going to fall on deaf ears. So it's probably best for you to just leave it alone. Let this person fall out of your life. And if they try to contact you or come back, it's almost like just trust that it didn't work out for a reason the first or second or third or fourth or fifth, whatever time this is. And it's probably just best to leave this in the past. Okay. I know that's harsh, but that's what we're getting. All right, let's go into my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. Yep, Five of Cups, old wounds. Five of Cups, I feel like maybe there's a couple of different things going on here. You've gone back and forth with this person a few times or a lot, and so there's a lot of wounds here. It's not just, you know, they hurt you once and this is the pain you're feeling. I'm getting here that this has either happened over like a period of time, and so there's a lot of wounds that are pretty old, because this does say old wounds. That's why I'm saying this. Old wounds here. But I'm also getting too that if that's not the case, this person triggers you and brings up wounds in you that are stemming from childhood. So there's some kind of a trauma attachment here. There's a reason that this pain feels very powerful, because it's bringing something up in you that's old. It's bringing something up in you that needs to be healed and transmuted and transformed. So pay attention to this. Pay attention to how you feel. You know, if you feel a certain thing or a certain way and it's very, very intense, it might be smart for you guys to work with a professional. And when I say a professional, it could be a counselor, it could be a support group, it could be, a healer or somebody that you guys trust. But there's definitely this energy here of working through these wounds. And the Five of Cups is always an indication that we're having a difficult time moving forward with our lives. We're having a difficult time letting this person go completely. It's almost like they still have some sort of hold over us. Not really, because we're not really going to give it that much power, but they might have the tendency to just, try to come back or try to say something to you that kind of drags you back in, sucks you back in. That's not for everybody, because I feel like some of you guys have cleared that energy, but for some of you guys, you could struggle if this person tries to make contact with you again. That's why it's very smart for you guys to really clear this from the root up, because if you don't clear this, this wound, this underlying wound, this person could come back, or you could just recreate this in another relationship. So this is a significant heart healing that needs to take place. There's a significant trauma that needs to be cleared. So I will go ahead and put some information down below, and maybe some of that will be helpful to you guys. And it can either lead you to the correct help that you might need with this, or maybe just a support group or some sort of videos that will be helpful with this trauma, okay? So let's go ahead and go into this deck here, which is called Spiritual Gifts. Spiritual Gifts Oracle. We have Starseed. Ooh, this is kind of cool. Okay, so if you guys resonate with being a starseed, all right, this is a special message for you. I know that's not going to resonate with everyone, so I'm going to draw, another card. But some of you guys are light workers. Some of you guys came here to this planet to raise the vibration. So you're extremely empathic. You're extremely sensitive. This particular this third dimensional world, the density of this planet Earth can really, really be difficult for you to survive in. It can be really difficult. You might feel like you do not belong here. You might just almost feel sad because of what's going on in the world. You just cannot understand it. You cannot understand how human beings can act a certain way. You are completely operating from a different vibration. So naturally, you're going to absorb. Naturally, you're going to feel very wounded. Naturally, you're going to have some things that probably happened to you, that you're going to have to clear. But I do feel like if you guys did go through something traumatic, you're actually a way shower for other people. You're going through it first, so you can help other people to heal either these traumas or these wounds that pop up in our lives. So yeah, you're a way shower. So let me go ahead and read this. It says, you are a traveling soul from another planet who incarnated on Earth to inspire and heal human beings and to participate to the planet's evolution. You see? Light worker, way shower, starseed, all of the above. So you're here for a reason, you guys. You are here to help other people heal. You are here to make a difference in the world, and you can help other people heal by a variety of different ways. Variety of expressions can inspire and help people. So many different things. So I feel like you guys have some spiritual gifts here, and you are here to make a difference on this planet. You are here to take your own experiences and your own pain and turn them into something that matters. You're educating others. You're inspiring others to do the work. You're inspiring others to choose themselves, love themselves, save themselves, not throw themselves into a partnership or throw themselves into a codependent connection or a situation or a toxic, bond. So you had to go through something yourself in order to gain that wisdom, so you can spread that light and wisdom to other people. Ooh, I love that. That's a beautiful. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and go into the Star Witch Oracle by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. Yeah, this does completely make sense to me. It does. Root chakra. That is from the root up. There is something going on here, but there's something about planet Earth. This is the physical, tangible world. And it's very, very foreign to you guys, okay? You're very sensitive. You do not understand why certain things are allowed to happen, why certain things take place. Maybe some of you guys have already kind of tapped into that knowledge and that wisdom, but I feel for some of you guys, it's very, very difficult to understand. It's very difficult to understand that some people are just outright dark, evil, narcissistic, don't care, sociopathic, they have no conscience whatsoever. It's very, very difficult. And, but again, you know, you're here to go through something, I feel, with a narcissist or somebody who is extremely toxic in order for you to help people to clear their wounds and to help them to heal, to become more stable, to become more secure while they're living here on this planet. And I also am getting to you guys that if you do identify with being a starseed, it's not all about floating around in the 5D. There is an amount of, there's an amount of work that you're going to need to do while you're here in this planet. And I feel like it is going to require you to go through some human experiences if you haven't already, so that way you can show the way to other people. Because a lot of people, especially when they're wounded or they're experiencing trauma, at least this is what I have found to be true, when you start talking about a bunch of spiritual jargon, positive vibes, baby, and you know, all this other stuff, they don't get it. It sounds great. It sounds just magical, but it's actually not that easy. And it almost seems condescending when you are using a lot of spiritual talk to try to get people to, you know, heal or to see themselves in a different way. You know, when I have listened to a lot of starseeds that are on YouTube, which I absolutely love, by the way, it goes over my head, because there's just certain things where I'm like, okay, well, you know what, that doesn't really make sense to me, or I'm not really understanding that, or that sounds really nice, but I still don't see how that's possible. There's got to be people, okay? There has to be people in this community. There has to be people that are also light workers that are helping people, maybe by, and I don't want to use this like as a negative, but kind of dumbing the information down, maybe presenting it in a different type of a way so people can understand. Some people just don't get it. Some things fly over people's heads. And so I feel, you guys, that if you don't identify with being a starseed that is like all love and light and, you know, floating around in 5D and you're just waiting to go home and all that other stuff, that doesn't mean that you're not a starseed, and it doesn't mean you're not a light worker. It just means that maybe you are working with different types of energy. Maybe your gifts are different than other people out there in the community. That's how I identify, just so you guys know. I identify more with being like an indigo adult, which is kind of like, it's hard to explain, but that's just how I've always identified. And indigos are catalysts for other people's growth. So that means that you're going to experience, and this is not for all indigos, but you are most likely going to experience a lot of judgment. You're going to experience a lot of people being triggered by you, blaming you, flinging their shit on you. This has been one of my themes my entire life, and it's been extremely difficult. But I'm here helping not only myself to clear old wounds, but I'm also helping to show the way for other people that are also drowning in that type of, you know, darker energy. So I feel like I'm more of a shadow worker than a light worker, but still a spiritual worker nonetheless. So there you go. Anyway, so if you guys identify with that, I feel that that might be one of the reasons that you came here. And it might be one of the reasons why you like my channel, because I'm not, you know, fluffy, and, you know, sometimes I can be a little light and other times I can be super dark, but I really like that in between. Me, that feels good. That feels right where we need to be, because we're still operating on this planet. So it's really beautiful to talk about the new world and, you know, 5D and raising our vibration. That's a beautiful thing. But what the hell are we going to do while we're here on planet Earth? What are we going to do while we're still experiencing this 3D reality? Let's talk about that. Let's figure out how to navigate that shit, right? There you go. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and go into the advice from the divine on how to remove our masks from Angelic Revelation 144. Words. Others may speak harshly, but choose to be at peace. Okay, I love this. So this is the thing about words. What other people say about you, what other people are saying, you don't have to take it. And I really love that this message just came out, because there are a lot of people that feel that when you say something, right, or when you, let's just say something a certain way, they're very offended, or they're very much like, you know, that just doesn't sound right to me. To each their own. But whatever we don't like, we can click off of, right? Whatever we don't agree with, we don't have to argue. Just choose to be at peace. That's that message right there. If I don't like something, you want to know what I don't do? I don't leave a comment on somebody's video. I don't leave a comment on someone's reading and saying, this didn't resonate with me. That is the most annoying thing in the world. It's like, great, move on with your life. Cool, right? Perfect, things don't resonate, don't take it. So when we try to force everything, or we try to, or I guess just take everything personally that's coming at us with the words that other people are speaking, just let it roll off. And I just said that right there. It's like, it's very annoying to me. But at the end of the day, I choose not to engage in it. I still catch myself. There's been a couple of times actually within the last couple of weeks where I've got some really nasty comments, and I'm starting to type back a response, and probably about 5 sentences in, I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I even wasting my time or energy on this crap? This is what this person wants. They want to engage in this. So I just deleted it and I let it go. Just let it roll off. If people come at me with emails or just anything that I'm just kind of like, I don't want to engage with it, I just don't. I don't have to explain myself. I don't have to say anything. I just simply just make that decision for myself to choose peace. And sometimes peace means no contact. Sometimes peace means no response. That's a beautiful thing. We have free will on this planet. I love it. All right, now we're gonna go into this deck, which is Real Talk with Her, Words of Wisdom by Celestial Forecast by Carrie. This says, look at where you've been and what you've been through. The pain, the heartache, the toxicity from past relationships. You didn't think that you were strong enough, yet here you are still standing. So do you see, you guys? You had to go through something. So to me, it's like, you are taking one for the team. You are the type of person in this lifetime, you were chosen to take the team for the family, take the team for your soul group, your soul family. So that way you can do that healing, you can do that work first, and then show the way for other people to help them to heal, to help them, you know, gather their strength. Maybe you're here also to inspire other people through your words, through your wisdom. That makes total sense to me. I love this, love this. So let's go ahead and do one more round in case this did not resonate with someone. Let's do another round and then we'll call it a day. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Let go of whatever it is that you've been holding on to so tightly out of fear of losing it. Know that whatever is yours will have a way of being in your life without needing to force it. Finally, let go and feel the weight lifted off of you. So we gotta let it go. Some of you guys could also do a ritual involving a balloon. I love ritual because this just really gets your energy, you know, to release something. It really means something. It's not the actual ritual, it's the energy that you put into it. So we are being asked to let go of something. If something's meant to be in your life, it will. So it's also a reminder that if you have to fight for people to stay in touch with you, fight for people to communicate with you, fight for people to see your worth, it's just not meant for you. And that's a hard thing, especially when we love people or especially when we're attached to them. But man, the harder you try with people, the more they're gonna run away. Shaman, woohoo, look at this chick, she is badass. All right, so we've got, you can tap into the powerful way of guiding your life and the lives of others, often through great Do you see what Spirit's doing? Just confirming what we just talked about. I'm gonna read it again. You can tap into a powerful way of guiding your life and the lives of others, often through great struggle that you learn to break free and awaken the truth to help others. Hello, there it is. There is what we just talked about. This is just confirming that we're still plugged into this frequency, that you are, maybe you consider yourself to be a shaman. Maybe you're getting more involved in shamanism. But yeah, shamanism, there's a lot of shadow in that. And I have always resonated with shamanism. So for me, this makes complete and total sense. It's not about all being dark, but it's not about this whole new age of just complete and total light, positive vibes all the way, baby. That's not reality. You know, a lot of people lose themselves and get lost and even kind of go in a totally opposite direction. I'm not even going to mention some of the big authors out there that have done that, but that's just my interpretation of what's happened. They did not do their shadow work. They did not know their shadow. They see the shadow as evil. And so then what that does is it creates mass fear that they got it all wrong. And then they go cuckoo and go over to a completely different side. So they just misinterpret everything altogether. But hey, who the hell am I to say that? That's just my own interpretation. But you're here to go through some dark shit in order for you to lead the way for other people. That's it. So let's go ahead and go into this deck again here. Recognition. You're here to recognize things. I'm getting here also too through hardships, through love, connection with people. So that's going to be the majority of your probably experiences that are going to be challenging are through your connections with other people. You might go through dark stuff on your own too, but I feel like the majority of you guys are going to recognize a lot of things about you through your connection with other people. They're going to be mirrors. They're going to be teachers to you. You're just going to recognize a lot of stuff that you need to heal through your connection with other people. That makes sense. Oh, I love this. This is Sagittarius energy, temperance, restoration. Temperance is many things. It's all about healing. It's all about restoring balance within yourself. It's restoring balance within yourself, so then therefore you can restore balance in your life with other people and restore balance within the planet. So to me, this is again the way shower, light worker, starseed energy coming through. You're here to heal. This card doesn't depict it very good, but in traditional tarot, it is an angel. And so I feel like that angel is the light worker. 1 foot in the water, okay, and 1 foot on earth. I feel like that's 1 foot in the 5D, 1 foot in the 3D. So there's a beautiful balance that you're going to need in order to do this work. It's not all about 5D. It's not all about 3D. It's about both. So we're equally kind of going into both worlds to discover something, to get information, to help others to heal, etc. It's beautiful, but it requires both, not just one, both. So let's get another. Spider spirit, meticulous and patient. Ooh, yes, I mean, so there was this beautiful spider. Well, I don't think spiders are beautiful, actually. I think I was just more or less thinking of the web. It was so intricate and so beautifully designed, and it was in one of our bushes, and it had a bunch of sacs, so I knew the babies were there. I knew the babies were there. I didn't do anything because I don't like to kill anything. But obviously, that thing is gonna spread babies all over our frickin' backyard. So when Mr. Moon was doing his landscaping in the backyard, doing his cleanup, I noticed that that spider wasn't there anymore. So he must have done something. But I could not get rid of the beautiful, just miraculous design and all the work that mama took to make that web and put her babies in just those sacks. And I just, anyways, I don't know why I'm going into all that. My point is, sometimes what we create or sometimes what we're trying to accomplish in this life, it's going to take meticulous dedication, and it's also going to require an immense amount of patience. And so I feel like you guys are not going to experience instant success. You're not going to experience something that's just quick. You're going to actually have to really work for something. But guess what? When you have to work for something, you appreciate it so much more. And I can tell you guys, I know I've talked about this before, when I first started this channel, I experienced immediate success. I really didn't have to work for it at all. But I'm going to tell you right now, I really deep down didn't appreciate it, and I didn't really enjoy it. It's not only until things started to take a turn for me on this journey where I lost a lot of subscribers, I lost a lot of clients, I basically just lost a lot of people. And that's okay, because what it did is it forced me to do things differently. It forced me to really just sit back and appreciate what I still, do have. And so it's a completely different vibration. I just find myself actually enjoying my channel, actually enjoying the content that I put out there, actually enjoying what I do. So sometimes things, You know, even no matter how hard we work for them, sometimes things just fall apart, and it's all about the rebuilding. It's all about restoring that balance. And I feel like that's what's happened here, is it restored balance within me, balance I didn't have before, and I have it now, and I feel really good about that. So just a little example there. All right, what else? Grace, oh, beautiful. Kindness shown to others returns to you as abundance. So to me, I just love it. It's just being in a state of grace and gratitude, absolutely. When we're in that state of gratitude where we just feel good, sometimes I just wake up and I'm like, no, just sitting with my cats and just hanging out with my cats is so amazing and so wonderful. I feel so good about it. And I know it's so small, minute, but it just puts me in that vibration of just feeling good for the rest of the day, because then I'm focused on everything that is just, that I'm grateful for. And sometimes that's just all it takes to shift your mood, is when you can focus on something that you are grateful for, or hell, just being grateful to be alive, being grateful that you don't have cancer like that one person that you hear of right now that's going through chemo. That alone is enough to shift your vibration to go, things could be worse, right? It's good. And last one. Trust that heart of yours. It will always tell you the truth. Yeah. Deep down, you know in your heart when something is off, when something is not, or not, when something feels good to you and when something doesn't. You know when someone is, you know when someone is in their heart space, and you also know when someone isn't in their heart space. And I just feel like that probably came up over here. Talked about the heart chakra. You know when people are not in their heart. You know when people are here. You know when you're dealing with a narcissist. You know when you're dealing with somebody that doesn't give a rat's ass about you or someone else. You know when people are being selfish, when they're being dark, when they just don't care. So because you're such a good, trusting person, you're probably, as an empath, going to attract people in your life that are going to be narcissistic, that are going to be dark, that are going to want to feed and siphon your light. So this is another reason why you should really invest in protecting yourself and clearing your energy, and also just learning to be discerning, to know the difference between somebody's intentions versus what they want from you. I have to navigate that all the time, and it doesn't mean I'm always going to get it right, but I had so many people coming to me at one time wanting this, wanting that, and I'm very, very particular with who I will let in now. And it doesn't mean that I don't trust anybody. It just means that I know the difference between the energies of people that are coming at me. Sometimes, you know, it's too parasitic. You know, it's too much. There's something there. And other times I'll fall for it anyways and then get burned and learn the hard way. Pick myself up again, do it again. So it's trial and error. You want to help everybody. You have such a big heart. You want to let people in. You want to give everything. And sometimes that is going to pay off, and other times it's not. So I just feel like what this is saying here is, deep down in your heart space, always trust that. When you feel like something's off, trust it. I do. In my heart, I just know certain things and I just trust it. And sometimes that causes other people to lash out at me. Sometimes that causes people to judge me, call me names, project their crap onto me. But at the end of the day, I have to not care, because I know what's right for me and I know what's important to me. And it's not a selfish thing, but I have to take care of me and my own. And at the end of the day, none of this other stuff matters. So it doesn't mean that I can't love other people and I can't spread love and light and help people, but it also means that I need to, as a spiritual person, I need to protect myself, and that doesn't mean that I'm expected or I have to just do everything that everyone wants me to do because in the name of love and light. I think there's a lot of confusion about that. So you have this shadow, you have this also ego within yourself that does allow you to sometimes say, you know what? Nah. This seems like a situation where I'm going to get taken advantage of, and that is probably because I am. So trust your heart. It's always right. Yes. But also your pride and ego are there for a reason as well, to kind of protect you, to say, this might not be exactly what I thought, or it might not be a good idea. So I'm seeing to trust both. Trust yourself. Trust your higher self. I'm going to hear your higher self will not lead you wrong. So anyways, you guys, I hope that was helpful to you. And thank you so much for watching if you did tune in. And I just will talk to you guys later. All right, take care. Bye-bye.